So my pal Christopher Rufo has written a really interesting article for my friends at City Journal in which he talks about AT&T running a re-education program that promotes the idea that, quote, American racism is a uniquely white trait and boosts left-wing causes such as reparations, defund police, and trans activism. Let me just read you a little bit of this. According to a senior employee who agreed to speak on condition of anonymity, managers at AT&T are now assessed annually on diversity issues with mandatory participation in programs such as discussion groups, book clubs, mentorship programs, and race re-education exercises. White employees, the source said, are tacitly expected to confess their complicity in white privilege and systemic racism. So this is going on all around the country. And, I've been thinking about this, and it's really a wonderful new idea that we should hate each other for the color of one another's skin. No one's ever thought of this before. In the old days, of course, we just all thought, we'll judge each other on the content of one's character and not think about this. But now we have this wonderful new critical race theory that says, no, we should judge each other on the color of our skin, and whatever a person of my color skin or your color skin has done, you are to blame for. And I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that as long as we're fair about it. If you're going to blame me for all the bad things that white people have done, I want you also to credit me with all the good things white people have done, since, I'm just the sum total of the color of my skin, and I'm linked to every other person who has my skin color and what they've done. So if I'm going to pay you reparations for the bad things white people have done, that's fine, but you also have to pay me royalties for all the good things white people have done. So, if you see me on the street, and you say you're a black person, you feel free to come up to me and say, excuse me, but I really didn't like it when you kept me a slave. And so I want you to pay me, I don't know, what's that worth? Maybe $10,000. And, but then I want you to say, but listen, thanks for antibiotics and computers and cars and electricity and, medicine, modern medicine, because white people kind of invented all that too. So I'm going to pay you, I don't know, that's worth what, $50 million, something like that. So, we can exchange things. And I can say to you, if you're a black, I can say, well, I don't like all the crime because black people commit a large number, disproportionate amount of the, violent crime. You may be innocent, but we're just going to judge you on, we've been through the AT&T retraining program. So I'm just going to judge you on the color of your skin. I'm going to blame you for a crime that any black person anywhere has committed, and you have to pay me reparations for that. But I like jazz. Jazz is good, and there are many black athletes, so I'm willing to pay you some royalties for that. And that way we can just really just keep going back and forth, giving the blame for the color of your skin and the things people who are your skin color and my skin color have done, but also giving the credit that's due. And we can just exchange money. And I don't know how we'll calculate this. Maybe AT&T has a computer that can calculate the amount of money that is due to me for things that I didn't do, but take credit for because it was done by people of my skin color, and how much money I have to pay you for things that weren't done to you, but were done to people of your color. Because, the argument about this is that the systemic racism that doesn't exist, but we have to pretend exists, or else we get a bad report at AT&T. So the systemic racism that we have to pretend exists has kept black people down economically. And no one, has ever else, the Jews have never suffered any bigotry, and Irish have never suffered any bigotry, but blacks have. So they've been kept down, and they have not accrued the savings that they could have accrued if white people had not been systemically keeping them down. But they do have health that they wouldn't have had if white people hadn't invented antibiotics and modern medicine. So that should go in the other direction, right? We should credit this. Or here's just another thought. This is the stupidest, most evil idea that anybody on the left has come up with since the last stupid, evil idea that the left came up with, and maybe even as evil as the next stupid, evil idea the left is going to come with. And shame on AT&T for buying in to this bigotry. If you like this content, and who wouldn't, subscribe and give us a like.